honestly, I can't do that for you. I'm done. I'm done people pleasing. I'm done trying to make myself feel less to make you feel more. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not being a people pleaser anymore. Hi lovely, today we are going to be talking about how to stop being a people pleaser from the person that has always been a people pleaser. So let's go ahead and go straight into the video. The first thing you're gonna want to do when you wanna stop being a people pleaser is to remember that you have choices. Oftentimes, you are going to find yourself always wanting to say yes to every single person and forgetting about your needs. Remember and remind yourself that you have needs too. You have a choice. I know it's so much easier said than done, but once you get into your head that you have a choice, I swear it gets so much better. I mean, there is a reason that the word no exists. It's so we can use it. So when somebody asks you something and you are not sure if you can accomplish it or you don't want to, say no.
No! God, please, no! No!
It's going to feel shitty at first. It's going to suck. You're going to feel like you disappointed somebody, and that's completely normal. It is okay to feel that way about it. But you have to remind yourself that you have choices and you can say no, and you don't have to tend to everybody around you. You have to remember that you need to take care of yourself too. Yes, this is going to be hard at first. Yes, you aren't going to be used to it. And yes, people might be upset with you. Because the people that are asking you to do all these things aren't realizing that you are a people pleaser, that you aren't going to say no. So you have to step up, you have to take the initiative, and you have to remember that you do have a choice. Moving on to the next thing that will help you stop being a people pleaser. Stop apologizing. You don't need to say sorry. You don't have to say sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I know. I know. This is a hard one for myself, and I always catch myself saying sorry for everything. I mean, literally everything, and half the time I didn't need to apologize for it. I mean, you might be a person who says sorry for opening the door for somebody, for taking long to take your order somewhere. You might even say sorry for tripping over your own foot. I mean, seriously, anything. You just might be that person that can't stop saying I'm sorry for no reason. And that's totally normal too. The obvious takeaway for this is to make sure you still apologize for things that are hurtful, that deserve an apology. But don't apologize for little things that you can't control. Don't apologize for the way other people react to you. And of course, don't apologize for putting yourself first. And obviously, this is going to take time to stop apologizing because it's already in your brain. It's probably like the first phrase to come out of your mouth sometimes. So it's gonna be hard to try to stop yourself from apologizing, but you really, really can. I swear, it takes time, but you can do it, and I completely believe in you. So again, don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for putting yourself first, and don't apologize just because somebody else is inconveniencing you. You have to remember that. Stop apologizing. On to the next thing that will help you to stop people pleasing, and this is to set boundaries. This is something that was really hard for me and is still something that I'm working on because I used to be the kind of person that let anybody walk over me. I never stated what my boundaries were. I let them literally control what I was doing, and not setting boundaries led myself to always feel hopeless, always feel down on myself, always feel angry at myself, while those other people that were overstepping my boundaries were on top of the world, were feeling incredible. So make sure to set some boundaries and understand what boundaries are. When setting your boundaries, make sure you think to yourself, what am I willing to do? And if somebody is asking something of you and you aren't willing to do that, say no. Set the boundary there. And if you need more of a reminder, write a list. Make a list of what your boundaries are with another person. because sometimes you need to work out things on paper before you actually figure them out in your head. I know a lot of the time I didn't know what my boundaries were, and I just kind of were making stuff up in my head. And once I actually wrote down what my boundaries were with certain people and even with myself, it all made sense. I understood where I lied. Now, let's think of boundaries in like a real life setting. I can tell you all I want to write them down, to think in your head, but let me give you an example of how you can actually do this. So say you have a friend that always calls you crying or always calls you needing help. They never check in on you. They never ask you how you're doing, and they only call you in an angry, upset, or crying tone. And all these things are perfectly fine to do on occasion, but if this person is continually only going to you just to cry to you, it's time to set some boundaries. The next time that person calls you, maybe pick up the phone, tell them that you're busy. Maybe you can even not answer your phone. Maybe you can send them a quick text that you're busy. Make sure to set some sort of boundary if you have a friend or even a loved one that is continually doing this to you. And yes, I know a lot of this sounds so much easier said than done, and it is. It's easier to just preach all of this to you and then you're off on your own and you have to figure it out. So take baby steps. It's so important to take those baby steps, because you need to just go through the process. You are not going to just become a non-people pleaser overnight. It's not that simple. It's going to take some time. So remind yourself that the little things that you do to stop people pleasing is a huge accomplishment, and you should be proud of yourself for that. But if you ever need any help with any other portions of healing and growing and learning all about yourself, you can check out a few of my videos. I have a lot that deals with self-development, self-growth, and self-improvement to really learn about the person you are, because truly everything about yourself ties into being a people pleaser. And once you learn a little bit more about yourself, you can start this process of not being a people pleaser anymore. But anyways, I really hope that this video can help you stop people pleasing, because you don't need to do that, sis. You don't. Make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, click the bell so you know when I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and leave a comment down below talking about a time when you might have been a people pleaser, or talking about a time how you got over it. I really love hearing from all of you, and I really like talking to you guys in the comments. It truly makes my day. But anyways, I will see you on Thursday, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Love you. Bye.